I'm joined now by Ranjit Savarkar, the grandson of Vinayak Damodar Savarkar and a successor of the freedom fighter. Ranjit ji, thank you for being with me. Quick number of questions that I want to ask you, and then we'll begin our political face-off. Ranjit ji, what do you think of your grandfather, Veer Savarkar, becoming a political hot potato, political flashpoint in Karnataka?
See, it was quite common till date that becoming Savarkar issue of political controversy. Rahul Gandhi started it, and I should remind you that before that Indira Gandhi always used to praise Savarkar. So this attack on Savarkar's image is purely for political this one. But what has happened in Shimoga is very disturbing. Now that verbal attack has turned into a physical assault. One person has died, and this is expanding. So I condemned it, and I strongly suspect that this attack has been motivated by the anti-national forces, because Savarkar's ideology is most relevant in today's time.
Sir, you know, Siddaramaiah, the former chief minister, the Congress leader, says don't put Savarkar posters up in Muslim areas. He obviously meant it from a kind of law and order perspective, but you know, that has been interpreted to be appeasement and normalizing of extremist views about Savarkar. What do you think about that?
See, that is because the Congress has become a communalist, and Savarkar throughout this one, he opposed Pakistan, he opposed jihadi forces, he never opposed Muslims. One of his closest lieutenants, Sir Sikandar Ayat Khan, who later was governor of Bengal also. So Savarkar was never anti-Muslim. Savarkar's only advice to everybody was keep your religion in your home. Don't oppose others' religion, don't force conversion, and respect others, and behave as an Indian national. So what is wrong in that? So this message of Savarkar goes to the Indian Muslims, and I believe Indian Muslims are patriotic. I am not talking about the jihadi Muslims. The jihadi Muslims will always oppose Savarkar.
What would Vinayak Savarkar, sir, have said about the current politics in his name? It has obviously escalated since the time around Independence Day. What would he have said about this current politics?
See, Veer Savarkar wrote Hindutva in 1923. He foresaw it that the Muslim League is becoming a separatist, and they are going to demand for a separate this one based on the religion. And the conversion movement was going on very strongly. Swami Shraddhananda, who opposed the conversion movement, was killed, if you remember the history. So Savarkar's view was every person has got right to exercise his own religion, but that is to the, it should be confined to your personal life, to your home. You should never bring your religion outside on the street. You should never force conversion, and you should respect others. That is the only thing. And he said outside your home, you are an Indian citizen. And as far as Savarkar's Hindutva was concerned, it was nationalist. He never even believed in God. If you, Savarkar's personal religious opinions, if you consider them, he never believed in God. He never believed in ritualistic religions.
Sir, because you know the Congress says the two-nation theory was originated by Veer Savarkar. How would you respond to that? You know, many people have seen Indira Gandhi's letter venerating and eulogizing Savarkar, but now the Congress has kind of amplified the suggestion that your grandfather was the originator of the two-nation theory.
See, this is, Congress is saying it again and again. Two-nation theory was put forward by Sir Syed Ahmed in 1883, before the birth of Savarkar. This is the most ridiculous thing. In 1930, Iqbal forwarded it again. So, this is a clear fact mentioned in the history. Why they are saying, I don't know. See, it is a Goebbels policy. You utter a lie 100 times, then it becomes a truth. And we are denying it time and again.
Final question, sir. Do you think a new generation of Indians is discovering Savarkar through all these politics? For many people, Savarkar may be an obscure name. Do you think they are discovering Savarkar through these headlines and these politics and this violence?
Yes, because earlier what has happened in media, I am not talking about electronic media. Earlier there was only print media, and that was controlled by the government. Now social media is free for everybody, and I will recommend young viewers to read the constitution proposed by Hindu Mahasabha in 1945. It is almost the same as the constitution written by Ambedkar in 1947, 1950.
Okay.
So the constitution of Hindu Sabha is purely a secularistic. That is available today. Vikram Sampath has referred it to in his book. So
Yeah, we had him on our show day before yesterday.
then you should make your own opinions about Savarkar secularism or whatever his religious views are.
Okay, Ranjit Savarkar, thank you very much for speaking to India today. That was Veer Savarkar's grandson speaking, in many ways defending the legacy of his grandfather and taking questions about the current politics over it.